Praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, double on to the elder apostles, GMS, peace, salutations, blessings, to sincere Akim, living is true, Shalom. And just get a few precepts here, Lord will be edifying. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly. All right, next one. Amos chapter 3. Verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. All right. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? You seeing the point here? All right. A man will cleave to his light. How can two walk together except they be agreed? It's 2 Corinthians again, verse 6, 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And these are just some basic wisdom scriptures, that kind of help you understand, your walk, and also, help you continue in that walk. All right, this the mindset to have, the water Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, for giving us this light in a dark world. All right, and therefore, being blessed with this way and being able to walk therein, we are to do exactly that. Walk in this way and not entangle ourselves with the affairs of this world, of the darkness. All right. And some brothers, may have, family or wife or kids or whatever, and really at the end of the day, the brother's kind of, by himself in the household. Maybe had the unbelieving wife, or or whatever it may be. All right, at the end of the day, it's all, everybody's lot is gonna be a little different. All right, but as for your walk, in this truth and, doing the things that you had to do to maintain in the time, the times we in, we had jobs, whatever, 9 to 5, and then whatever outside life or time we have. All right, you want to try to be wise with the time. I would say knowing the time. High time to wake out of sleep. Romans 9. Romans 13, Slovakia. Romans 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, all right, again, through the Spirit and power of Shah, feeding us with this knowledge, through the pastors that has been set up before us. We know the time through the Spirit. We know the time. All right, we're in peerless times. Okay, the end of all things is at hand. The end of all things on this side is at hand. All right. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. And being in that sleep state, being in the, in your flesh, being in the world, and doing things of the world, being, spending a majority of your time with people of the world. All right. Brothers, have whatever they have, we're going to try to be balanced. Not saying you can't go, see your cousin, in the world, whatnot for a little bit every now and then, stuff like that. But for the most part, you see the people of the world, and they're always out here, and they're consumed by the darkness of this world, and it just consumes them, and that's what this world will do. If you're running through the going through the what do you call it, like the maze of this world, you're going through the ups and downs, and hey man, it wear you out. That's what say, seek to wear out the saints. This place is designed to wear you out, and keep you pretty much just out of it, running on fumes, running on, these devils want you running on, they want your flesh wore down, running on fumes, completely not even, running in the spirit. They want you all doped up on, the energy drinks and drugs and whatever else, that these devils have got. All right. Continue on. Say, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Said the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. But put ye on the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, and that's part of becoming, a righteous Israelite man. It's a constant battle, like Ephesians say. Spiritual warfare going on. All right, the flesh and the spirit's constantly battling. Paul would say, wretched man I am. He say it's not me, but sin that dwelleth in me. All right, we going through it, But the Lord, Yahushua, give us what we need, and we just gotta remain faithful and keep fighting. Continue in the path that lead us into salvation, Lord willing. All right, and it all start with, for the most part, is conquering the flesh. All right. And if you're able to beat some things, then other things are going, you know what I mean? Like, brother quit smoking and stuff like that. Well, now brother had a little less patience with people. You know, that's another thing you gotta work on. You know, just because you beat one demon, you know, the Satan desire to sift you is weak. You know, it's a constant. You know, and that's what I have to learn. You know, like what Yahushua told Satan. You know, get this behind me, Satan. You know, I be saying that here lately. You know, get this behind me, Satan. You know, and then Yahweh Shemi Shai. You know, Basur Kwakadash. Because, hey man, that's what it is. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 33. I'll start verse 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. It says, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. All right, and that's what it is. It's a constant battle out here. You know, spiritual warfare, flesh versus spirit, good versus evil, wicked versus righteous. All right. But what say, you know, hey, we all in the hand of the Lord. You know, you're gonna render to them as liketh him best. All right. This is John chapter 15. I'm gonna start at verse 14. In the words of Yahushua, you know, red letter, ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what the Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. He said, verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you should ask of the Father in my name, it may, so like he may give it you. These things I command you, that you love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. All right. And that's another, you know, beautiful scripture. The Lord, you know, just giving you a little faith builder, you know, because I'm catching hell on this side, you know, your whole life, whatever, you know, sometimes maybe some brothers up and down, maybe some brothers, you know, up and then down, and maybe up and then down, you know what I mean? However the Lord has it, you know, playing out for each individual spirit, you know what I mean? But just to be able to realize that, you know, being in a state of, you know, before you get the understanding and, you know, of why things is, you know, you probably, you know, I'm in times before I was really in the truth and stuff. I was always, you know, going through some hell, and man, every times I just be like, you know, looking up to the heavens, like tears in my eyes, fucking pissed off, mad, sad, everything. Like what the fuck is going on, you know? And Salaki, Yahweh Shashah, you know, for them times. But as I say, you know, surely oppression make a wise man mad, you know, and not knowing that's one of the biggest battles, not knowing why things is going on, not knowing why you're always catching hell, not knowing, you know, what's you know. And these scriptures, it's like it's a faith boost. Also, you know, it helps. It makes better sense of the situation, you know, that we are dealing with in these bodies, you know. Verse 20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. All right, Yahshua, he was on the scene, and we know how these devils and even his own people, you know, the Israelites, you know, the scribes and Pharisees, you know, the wicked, you know, the Lord called Allah hell. All right. He said, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecute me, they'll also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours. It's like they will keep yours also. Alright. And that's the thing, that's, you know, it's a beautiful thing how you have all the, you know, sincere Akim, you know, brothers, sisters, whomever, being gathered by this word. And it ain't, you know, it's the word that's doing it. It's, you know, it's Yahweh Shah, to the Spirit, to the Call, Kadash, you know, that's doing it, because ain't no gimmicks, ain't no fancy, worldly glitz and glamour, you know, glitter, bullshit, you know, it's just, it is what it is, you know, it's the truth. Alright. Alright, get this one right here, Ecclesiasticus 27, verse 7. So let's see, yeah. Say, praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. All right, that's, you know, that's part of, you know, judging righteous judgment, you know. Because that's what say Yahweh Shashah know what the intents of men. He look at the men that in their hearts, and they, you know. And that's the world too. The world the same way. You know, they praise the rich man, and then the poor man's, you know, looked down upon. All right. And kids, man, they got that, what's that song? That song playing, whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, don't let me be misunderstood. That's a good song. That's an alright song, so lucky. Alright, it's Titus, chapter 3, verse 8. This is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in Yahweh Shah, in the Most High, might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men. All right. But it said, verse 9, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition, reject. All right. Knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinneth, being condemned of himself. Okay, again, and this truth ain't for everybody. You know, you be barking up the wrong tree. You know, if you with more people than not. So just like she say, you know, after the first and second admonition, reject. You know, basically just is like scripture say, don't cast your pearls to the swine. All right, this wisdom is like pearls. You know, that's another what's that the Lord parable. Let me try to find it real quick. Fill, sell all. Okay. Matthew. Shalak, you had to look it up. Matthew 13:44. Alright, this is a parable. In the words of Yahushua. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and sell all that he have and buyeth that field. And what the Lord say, you know, the kingdom is within you, right? All right. It said again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who when he found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good vessels, but cast away the bad. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There should be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Yahushua saith unto them, have ye understood all these things? They say unto him, yea, Lord. And no. That's what it is. You know, and how we selling everything that we have. You know, brothers ain't really visit, you know, maybe some brothers do have some possessions they can get rid of, you know, to help the ministry or whatever, but most of the brothers poor, we don't have nothing to sell. We don't even own nothing. You know, we renting a house, we living paycheck to paycheck, you know what I mean? Brothers in debt. Brothers owe the IRS. You know what I mean? Like, but what is it trying to say, you know? The Lord gives us this wisdom, this pearl, and we supposed to have that mindset that it's the most important thing. This is the most important thing. It's this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. All right, and holding on to the hope. You know, having hope having faith and hope of the promises to come, Lord willing, if we are part of that, you know. But they gonna be some that get the victory, and they're gonna be a lot that don't. All right, and you know, it's a beautiful thing to even be able to see that, and then to be able to even like ponder, you know, that being a possibility, right? You know, but it's all through the power of Yahweh Shema Shah at the end of the day, you know. But I think that's pretty much all I got here. You know, just a little faith boost. You know, a little willing. But with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, Shalom.